Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sade, also known as Expat on a Budget, and in today's video, we are going to be working on my goals for the month of September. So let's just jump right in. To start off, I am using the Powersheets. I've been using the Powersheets for the last year, and it's been working very well for me. I think that I will continue with them next year. So for the month of September, you kind of come to this landing page, and it has this really beautiful quote. This is, you can't do it all and do it well. I think that that is so applicable. Sometimes I know for myself, I will load up my plate and think that I am a superwoman, a Wonder Woman, and I can do it all. And then it's like a big flop. And then I'm like, okay, that was not a good idea. So always a good reminder to have this little quote here. And so we will just flip right into the month of September here. So how are your guys' August goals? Like, how did you guys do on your goals for August? Comment down below in the comment section and let me know how you guys did with your August goals. Was there anything that you guys had to carry over to the month of September? Because I know that there are a couple things that I had to carry over to the month of September, which we will get into here. So the first thing is kind of like the prep work. And so the first one is important to-dos. So tasks and projects that I want to get done this month. So the first thing I'm going to put down is school prep. So my little one is going into junior kindergarten, and I don't know if I need to like shout for joy or cry. He just turned 4 last month, and this will be obviously his first time going to school. So I am kind of like an emotional wreck, and I don't know, like some days I'm happy and then some days I'm like really sad. So I just need to make sure that I finish all the prep work, getting him ready for school. Things are a little bit different for us now because of COVID and so forth. So there's a little bit of extra work that goes into prepping him for school. And then the next thing is clothing purge. So I talked about this in a previous video. I am in the process of kind of like decluttering my spaces within the house. And so one of those involves clothing purge. So I'm just going through all of my son's clothing, and anything that really essentially does not fit him or we don't plan on keeping for a future child in terms of like toys and like all of that stuff, we are donating, giving away, or selling on Facebook Marketplace. So trying to get all of that done. And then the next thing is project management. I have a couple of projects that I am working on at work, and so I just need to make sure that I am consistent and get those done. And then the next thing is a resume update. And I will go into that a little bit more. Some things are changing at my job, and so I just need to update my resume. And I'm not like being fired or laid off or anything like that, but I just am a strong believer that you should always have your resume updated. So at a moment's notice, it is ready to go and you're not stressing yourself out and like, I haven't updated my resume in the last like 3 years. So I just want to get that done. And then things I'm excited for. So again, I just said I am like a ball of nerves for my son's school. But like it's a new school adventure, right? So I'm going to put that down here. I'm just going to put new school adventure. I'm excited for him. I'm excited that he gets to make new friends and he gets out of the house, frankly, because he's been inside the house since March due to COVID. But I'm excited for him to go out into the world. And then in the same breath with that, I am more excited for myself and that I will have more time in my schedule now that he is going to be at school for 5 hours. I believe it's 5 hours throughout the day. I'm still working from home, but that allows me to like have more time to myself. So I am not playing with him or like doing teaching stuff during my lunchtime. My lunchtime is my lunchtime, so I can kind of relax and do whatever I want to do, get things done around the house while he is gone. And then things that have been on my mind or new worries and stress. So the first thing is work. I think work is like my biggest stressor, and it's because I have a new boss. So I don't know if I talked about it in a previous video, but I work in higher education or post-secondary education, and I report directly to the dean, and my previous dean left and went to another university, and so I have a new dean that is starting in September, and that is kind of why I want to update my resume and make sure that everything is like fresh and ready to go. And to kind of go with this, I need to update my PDF. I didn't have a chance to get that done in the month of August. So this is one of the items that's kind of like a holdover. And so PDF is not like the Adobe PDF. At my job, we call it, I think it stands for like professional development file or folder or something to that nature. And so basically it's just a glorified term for job description. And so my job description has significantly changed. My portfolio has expanded significantly. So I just want to make sure that that is up to date, because I anticipate that the new dean will come in and want to kind of see what everybody does. And so I want to make sure that it is truly reflective of what I actually do within the university. And then things that I'm hopeful for. I'm going to keep this simple. Continued fitness progress. So I have kind of embarked on a fitness journey. I think it was probably back in March, and then COVID happened and my gym closed, and I'm just not one of those people that can kind of work out on my own and watch videos, because I'll just kind of like half-ass it. So I actually need like an instructor in the front of the room like shouting, and that's just, I don't know, that just works for me. And so the gym's opened back up I think at the end of July, and I have been very diligent in going, and so I have seen some progress on the scale, which I'm really not a big fan of like weighing yourself every month. But I just decided to weigh myself in August, since I weighed myself at the beginning of July, and I have actually lost weight. But my overall goal with this is to actually just be healthier. The scale really means nothing to me, because you can have like a larger body mass and still be healthy. So I just want to continue working on my fitness progress. So we're gonna flip the page here, and this is the monthly spread. And so historically, I really haven't done much with this like page here. I tried to use it, but I use an Erin Condren life planner, and I couldn't get into using this. And so I have actually come up with another idea. I think that I am going to track things that I am grateful for. So I'm kind of use this as like a gratitude calendar. And so every day I just want to reflect on what was something that I was thankful for the previous day. So I am praying that I'm able to stick with it for the entire month of September, and we will just kind of see where that goes. But for now, I'm not going to put anything down, just because I never referenced this page, and so I felt like I wasn't utilizing it to the best of its potential. So the next page, oh, it's got something on there. So this is the next page. And so we're gonna see, it's called Make What Matters Happen This Month. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna put on here is referencing back to that project management that I had just discussed. And so I love this page, particularly because you can now break down some of the things that you talked about in the previous page. So I am gonna put down, like I said, project management. And so there's a little bit of research that I need to do for this current project that I'm working on. So I'm gonna put down research, and then I need to contact some other stakeholders within the university. And so I'm gonna make sure that I contact them and get the information that I need to complete my project. And then basically, I mean, this is a no-brainer, but I'm gonna put it down for the sake of putting it down. We're gonna complete the dang thing. So I just really need to get this project done and off my plate and on to other things. And then the other item that I had mentioned previously on the previous page was the clothing purge. So I did actually start this in the month of August. I just didn't finish it because I didn't realize how much stuff my son actually had. I don't know if there are any mothers out there, but that first child, you buy any and everything because you feel that everything is going to make your life better and easier with a newborn. So we just have so much stuff, some of it with tags on it that we never used, a lot of gifts that we just never got to. And I think the issue was we had so much stuff that we just didn't have the time to get to use everything. So I have 2 more big bins that I need to get through. So I'm gonna put finish bins 1 and 2. And that's what I really love about this page. You can really get specific with it. And then I'm gonna put snap and post the photos. So like I said, we are posting some of these on like Facebook Marketplace to sell some of the newer items that still have tags on them. So I wanna make sure that I take the pictures and post those. And then things that don't really sell, or things that I don't wanna sell on Facebook Marketplace, I'm going to take to Once Upon a Child. And so I want to go ahead and sell whatever they'll take from me, and then I will put all of that extra money to my student loan debt. And then the next thing I'm going to put down here, and I'm going to kind of combine these because they both kind of deal with professional development. But I'm gonna put down a resume and the PDF, so my job description. And so I need to contact somebody in the college to get a little bit of information on a couple of pieces that have been added to my portfolio. So I'm gonna contact her, and then I'm gonna basically just start, because that's really what I need to do. This item has been a holdover from previous months, and so I really just need to buckle down and get it done. And then I need to update my performance review, because that is going to be coming up fairly soon. And my new boss probably will have no clue what has been happening with my position in the last year. So those are the 3 items for the month of September. And then these are kind of the action steps or ideas associated with each of those items. And then we will now go to this next page here. And this next page is the tending list. And I absolutely love the tending list. I really love this because you can actually, it's perforated here. So if you didn't want to like carry this around, or you're not the kind of person that is going to look in the planner every single day, you can actually rip this off and you can put it in like the planner that you use daily. You can put it on your fridge. You can put it like on a cork board or anywhere where you know you're going to see it. It's going to be very visible. So that's why I really, really love these tending lists. And it's something that I use every single day because they have the monthly, weekly, and daily actions. So the first thing is encouraging words. So I am going to put this quote, and I actually saw this quote on Instagram like usual. I think I find most of my like inspiring quotes on Instagram because people just find and post the best items on there. And so I'm just like, ooh, I love this quote. So I found this one on Instagram, and I will go ahead and use it here. And basically the quote says, "The only limits in life are the ones you make." And so that is so true. I think that sometimes we get in our own way. And so sometimes you just kind of need to get out of your own way, essentially is what it's saying. And so I want to make sure that I'm not putting any limitations on myself, and I'm able to be the best that I can be for myself. And so that's why I really like that quote. And then the next thing here is my top priority for the month. I think I really am going to focus on professional development. This is going to be a heavy month for me in terms of professional development with the new dean coming in and whatnot. So I will go ahead and put that down. And then the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and put down are my monthly action items. And then when I put these down throughout the month, I can go and kind of fill in the progress that I'm making for each of these. So again, back to professional development. The first one is going to be my PDF revisions. And then career plans, it kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, but I just want to be a little bit more specific in terms of checking on myself in terms of with my mentor, my resume, looking at job postings within the university and other universities. And then I also want to revise my 2020 vision board. So 2020 has been a lot, and I think it's been a lot for the majority of us. And I just think that I need to update some of the items that were on my vision board because some of them just really weren't applicable. I know I had things on there such as some conferences that I had registered for professional development, which are no longer happening, and some other things. And I've actually replaced some things with other things to kind of be more reflective of the times. So I just want to update my vision board and then just make sure that it's a true reflection of what I want to happen by the end of this year. And then the last thing is I need to update my sorority alumna profile. And my poor chapter has been asking for this since I think May. So I just need to get this to those ladies and then just be done with it. So the next thing is, the next section here is the weekly action items. And so I am gonna make a couple of changes on this from what I've previously done in previous months. And I'm gonna put out workouts on here. And so like I said, I started a new fitness journey. And I used to put workouts here on daily actions, but I feel that I've gotten to the point where I actually don't need to kind of check in daily with my workouts. So I enjoy working out now. So I think that I can now move it from daily check-ins to weekly check-ins. And I'm going to get really specific here because I feel that you kind of need to be specific with your goals. If you put like a broad goal, it's not really helpful. So I'm going to be really specific, and I'm going to say that I am going to continue to work out 2 to 3 times per week. And that's usually what I do. I usually sign up for, I'm really enjoying Body Pump, HIIT, and RPM, which is Les Mills spin class. So the next item I'm going to put here is financial updates. Of course, I'm really big into finances. And I am currently trying to pay off my student loans. And so I am going to put financial updates here. I just want to make sure that I'm checking in with my budget every week, that I'm reconciling any expenses into Dave Ramsey's free software called Every Dollar. I believe they changed the name to Every Dollar Plus. And then the next thing is listening to 2 podcasts. And these podcasts don't have to be specific. Like sometimes I listen to professional development podcasts. Sometimes I listen to inspirational, like self-help podcasts, or Christian podcasts. So these podcasts really can be anything, but just whatever I'm kind of feeling for that day or that week. Do you guys have any podcasts that you guys really enjoy? Comment down below and let me know. I would love to check them out. I'm always in the market for new podcasts. I like to switch it up and have variety, so I love trying out new podcasts. And then the next thing is my YouTube channel. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent in my posting, but life has just been happening, and so I haven't been able to devote as much time to filming, editing, and posting videos like I would initially like to. So I'm going to put that on here, and I'm going to try to post at least 1 video per week. I think that that is what I can commit to right now. I think that with my son going back to school, I can commit to a couple more videos per week while he's in school. And then I want to continue to try to do a social media free day. And I know that you're like, but didn't you just say you want to be like on YouTube and so forth? And yes, I feel that that's more of like a work thing. I just find myself mindlessly scrolling Instagram and Facebook. And so I want to kind of rein that in. And so I am going to try to do a social media free day 1 day per week. And typically I try to do Sundays. I feel that Sundays are my relaxed day. That's the day where I kind of sit down with my planners and my Powersheets and kind of get myself ready for the week. I'm spending time with family. We have church. And so I feel like that's the easiest day of all the days to just not be on social media because I'm already trying to spend time with my family. And then the next thing are these daily action items or habits. And so the first one that I'm going to put on here is spending time in the Word. Just reading the Bible just really just breathes life into my soul, guys. Like it just really does it for me. And so what I've been trying to do is trying to do this first thing in the morning. And then the other thing, which I have really been enjoying, is reading. I have always loved reading since I was a little girl. And so I just wanted to, but I kind of fell off when I had my son. And so I just wanted to get back into that. And so I've been aiming for 30 minutes per day, but I've actually been doing more, but the minimum is 30 minutes per day. I really don't time myself. I just find that when I'm in a book, and especially if it's a really good book, I end up reading a lot, and the next thing I know, 2 hours has passed. So I just love checking this off every day and reading a good book. Have you guys been reading any like good books lately? Comment down below. Let me know what books you would recommend. I am up for any type of book. I read several different genres, so I would love to hear what you guys are reading right now. And then my next thing is my water intake. I'm getting a little bit better at this. I have this particular Starbucks tumbler that I really like. But it just broke, and it's one of those clear tumblers, like nothing special. But I just like seeing what's in my water. I don't like any of those metal water bottles. I have a hydro flask, which I do enjoy, like if I'm going somewhere really hot for an extended period of time to keep my water cold. But I like to see what's happening in my water. I don't want any floaties or anything. So it broke, and so I noticed I haven't really been drinking my water, so I think I need to go to Starbucks and just purchase another one. But I am going to continue to track my water intake because I'm not quite where I want to be with that. And then the next thing is my nightly reset. And again, I think I got this idea from Lakin, from Plans with Lakin. And basically what I do is I take 15 minutes at the end of the day to just kind of tidy up. So I do the dishes, I pick up all of my son's toys, I kind of arrange my desk. That way when I wake up, everything is set and I don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, I need to wash the dishes and do this, because those things take time and they kind of disrupt your flow. So those are the items that I want to work on for my daily action items and tracking them. And again, I think I've said this before, I get so much satisfaction from checking these items off every single day. So the next thing I want to do is I want to take some stickers from these sticker book from the team at Cultivate What Matters. It has so many stickers in it, and so I want to put a couple of stickers in here just to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. I'm going to use this camera, and I think I'll put the camera here for YouTube. This little pink camera. And then I'm going to use this sticker here for my social media free week. I don't know if you can see it, but it says put the phone down. So that just sums this social media free day up perfectly. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go through and I am going to go and put all of these dots. These are color-coded dots. And I've kind of written here on the side what each dot means and represents. And so I'm going to put these on here. I'm going to fast forward this so that way you guys don't have to sit here and watch. And then we'll come back and talk about everything. Friends, so I've finished putting down all of the dots. Again, all of the dots correspond to a specific category that I'm trying to cultivate in this season of life. I went ahead and also kind of put some other stickers and then used my mild liner highlighter to kind of highlight the quote here. So again, thank you guys for joining me today. Feel free to comment down below again with any podcast recommendations, any books that you're currently reading, and then let me know what goals do you guys have set for yourself for the month of September. Again, my name is Sade from Expat on a Budget, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.